I'm broken system, broken trust, and I approve this message.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
What's up, everybody? We all know why we're here, trying to get things finished up at the last second, like always. Don't care about that. And okay. Oh, Jesus. I guess I didn't see that one on my laptop, but Tom Rogers says, I'm colorblind and I really like loud clothing, but I wouldn't be caught dead outside wearing Eric's wardrobe. Yeah, Eric Martin is a strange one. Yeah, Thomas, I'm going to try. So the docket says, you know what? I'll just pull up the docket so everybody can see what I'm seeing. So the docket says for, oh, dear Lord, Judge Slavin, that Eric Martin has 2 settlement conferences scheduled for 1 p.m. It's now 1:01, and I don't think I just refreshed. And maybe one day it'll pop up. There's still no video on there. Judge Slavin is one of those judges that wipes the slate clean every night, I believe. So he has no content on his page. So once he goes live, that'll be the first and only thing on his page. Let me bring up proceedings held via Zoom. All right. So, yeah, that's the best view right there. Okay, so this is what we have. Eric Joseph Martin, 1 p.m. Eric Joseph Martin, 1 p.m. 2 different case numbers. So we're just waiting. Just like last time, we're just here to wait. I do have Dexter up here. He's kind of just doing his thing, laying out of camera shot. Yeah, that's what we're waiting on. Still, wait for it. Well, that's not what I wanted to happen. There we go. Go to Judge Slavin's court, and just to confirm what I've been saying. There we go. Still nothing. Absolutely nothing. Refreshing off screen. Yeah, that's what we got. That's what we're waiting on. Just waiting. I emailed them last week. I'm going to email them again today about somehow getting a backstage pass for the Eric Martin trial, since I will not be able to attend. Yeah, I know last time we tried to do this, he got like 9 or 10 minutes. I just rewatched Colin's video that he put out of the last hearing. It was like 9 or 10 minutes of him acting like a nut job in like a 2-hour live stream. They do normally kick sovereign citizens to the back, especially ones that like to cause problems. He did the same thing to broken system, broken trust that he's doing to Eric Martin. Root beer is delicious, just so you guys know. Let me hit the old refresh and see what we're working with. As long as there's something, I would be fine with just watching something. That way I don't have to put the whole stream on my back and carry the team. 43 people here at 1 o'clock on a Monday. That's solid. All right, here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do, folks. I will bring up another tab of YouTube. And I will look for another random, what's it called? I will look for another random judge that's live right now. Houthis are getting a surprise. I don't think I'm going to watch that on this stream. Thank you, habitual line crosser. I have coffee. I have root beer. I have some alcoholic beverage. And I have some water because I'm committed to not getting up until this is over. So let me see. What judges do I have in my recent searches. Judge DeSanto, are you busy today, ma'am? Well, I guess it would be the 28th or the 27th. Let's see. No, she actually just got done 58 minutes ago. Let's check somebody else. Judge John P. O'Donnell. Oh, speaking of dog treats, yes, I actually bought some new dog treats. I have these. These are the $20 thing for the month. And then I got these bad boys. Yeah, somebody just sent that to me. It was it the Lady Sovereign Citizen who changed her ways? I have the oddest judges on here right now. Well, if there's no judges that I have that are up. Well, I'll talk with Mike he's streaming. We're going to watch, God, I don't want to watch this, but we're going to watch this because that's what we got. We're going to watch Judge Simpson's docket. Because again, that's what we got today. Oh, God. And it's his domestic violence docket on Monday. And we're going to watch this because that's what Eric Martin is currently. There we go. Give me something, Judge Simpson. Give me something. No. Private. We're going to sit here in private for a second. And I'm going to keep refreshing Judge Slavin's courtroom. If I could collab with Donut Operator, I would. I think I could drink him, under the table. But alas, I don't think that's in the cards for me. I would need like 500,000 more subscribers. If you guys can work on getting me 500,000 more subscribers, I think we could get that done. But I don't have high hopes for that. I think this channel is probably going to top out at like 20K, 25K and be done. Dear Lord, I guess it is lunchtime, isn't it? Everybody's probably getting back from lunch. Let's see what other... Well, good news. There's 112 people scheduled for 1 p.m. Okay, hold on. Let me bring this back up. Share this tab instead. So I think what we've got, or what could be happening. So Judge Slavin, me and Colin talked about this last week, I believe. Judge Slavin doesn't put his in-person stuff on YouTube. So it is 1 p.m. scheduled for settlement conference, scheduled for settlement conference, scheduled for settlement conference, settlement conference, settlement conference, settlement conference. But I believe it was, this person right here, Lane Mueller Wilkins, is scheduled for in-person. So they're probably knocking out, if I was doing this for pure efficiency, I would probably handle the in-person people first. That way you don't have to get off again, because it looks like the rest of these are scheduled for just regular shit. This one's sentencing at 1:33. In person. He might be knocking out all the in-person people that he can. Hopefully. God willing. That's what I'm telling myself to make this stream worth it. See, I couldn't buy subscribers like frauditors do because it would make me feel bad. Because my subscriber total and my viewer count would never even almost be the same. Yep, he's still not live, and it looks like Judge Simpson is still on the private screen with no sound. So Terry Barnes, what's up? God, this is like the worst day. The one day I want it to just pop off right away so that I can go do things. It's moderately nice outside. There's a bunch of random body cams I'm not going to watch right now. No, that's a custody case. I'm actually going to send this to myself real quick. Maybe use that for booze and body cam. It's called From Traffic Violation to Felony Charges, a detailed police encounter. It said traffic stop to $500,000 in bond. It's snowing there. Ugh. I mean, so my nice and your guys' nice might be different. My nice is like 35. Yeah, even Law Talk with Mike seems to be watching some body cam. Here. Trying to see where he's at. So maybe we can watch over there too. Yeah, we're still waiting for the judge. Oh, speak of the devil. Sorry, Law Talk with Mike. I no longer care what you're streaming. The only person in chat for this live stream, or for his live stream so far. Eric Martin's latest hearing is today. Yes, yes, indeed. Having issues keeping this up on screen. All right, there we go. I've heard 35 is shorts weather. Any degrees is shorts weather for me. Kurt Martin. That's Eric Martin's brother, the guy who has the domestic charge against him. All right, it still looks fine over here. Let's see. Yep. Oh, we've got movement. I'm going to just make it. The Dark Canuck member for 7 months. Ugh. We break one of these in half so they're not gigantic. And bring old boy on screen. There he is. Good boy.
Door unless you guys do.
There we go. Terry Barnes, member for 4 months. Perfect. I'm glad I broke that one in half. Sit. Might as well just leave this dude on screen. Oh, you want to shake? Oh, fancy dog. There you go.
What's the other one that's in his hand?
Wells here in Wilkins, he's in the hallway.
Who is?
The attorney Caldwell. He's here in Wilkins.
Wilkins. This is Wilkins.
He's out in the hallway.
Oh, it is in-person evidentiary hearing.
Yeah, they're out in the hallway.
All right, got it. Is he retained?
Yeah.
All right, so this is that file, so I'll flip it this way, but they're all in the lobby. All right. Those are our exams. Do you want to read? These are the rest of our felonies, and that's one sooner on.
Sonic 97. Member for 3 months. There we go. Oh, sophisticated dog. There you go. Good boy.
And they are supposed to be on Zoom.
Yo.
Yeah, what are you doing trying to use our tube system and our tubes? You're not a pirate today, you're Irish. I'm just Irish.
Carson, how could they be bad? They're health bars from Blue Buffalo. Baked with bacon, egg, and cheese. I think every single court should have to live stream every case if it doesn't involve children. In person, Zoom, everything should be streamed on YouTube. Because I like transparency. Do you guys like transparency? "99 people here on a Monday afternoon. Waiting for the one and only Eric Martin." Yeah, they're bacon, egg, and cheese. It's the oddest thing, but I'm like, all right. He's a dog. He'll eat it. And these chewy ones are peanut butter flavored. Oh, my bad. Did I get you excited? It's not time yet, Dexter. It's not time yet. It's not time yet, my boy. You tell everybody that you were out playing with your tennis ball today? Because you're a doofus? This is a great question. Will Eric Zoom from the same place as Kurt? I believe the last time they said Kurt was going to be coming home. So we shall see. Oh my God. Are they popping this off first? My lucky day.
It's also here on that.
K-Fur.
We have two different cases here.
Yes.
Calling case 242448 SM and case
248
241388 SM. People of the state of Michigan versus Eric Joseph Martin. Mr. Darren, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Nicholas Darren on behalf of Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin, if you could turn your video on and state your name for the record, please.
Well, he had a lawyer last time. It didn't really help.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Your video is just not working.
Let's press the start.
There you go.
Oh.
If you could state your name for the record, please.
Well, I'm not the legal fiction ended. I tell you that for one, and I'm a living man under the sovereign people, beneficiary of this account.
Screenshot.
All right. Thank you for your appearance, Mr. Martin. All right. And today's date and time set for a settlement conference. Mr. Darren, you had the opportunity to speak with the prosecutor. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. The case as to his brother, Mr. Kurt Martin, which is the one I have been appointed to, is going to be dismissed. I don't have an objection to that.
What?
Ready? Any objection? No? Okay, so case dismissed.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Your Honor, just one brief question for my accounting of this. I need to get a register of actions. Is there a specific way to get it through the court, or is the easiest just to go onto the online database to print it off?
Probably,
that's
I mean, the quickest is probably going to go to just an online database and print it off. Or,
all right. If I have an issue, I'll reach out to your clerk.
Sure, yeah, call my criminal clerk and if you have any issues.
All right. Thank you very much, Your Honor. You guys have a great day.
You do the same. Then, let's see. With regard to case 241388SM, you do have House counsel on that one. And did you speak with the House counsel yet?
No, I didn't speak with no house counsel, but,
All right, I'm gonna put you into the breakout room so the attorney can come on in there. It'll be House counsel.
I'm not
Okay,
even,
so let me jump to this one real quick. So it looks as if this one was just dismissed, but he's still having to deal with this one. But now I'm confused on which one's which, because this was against Kurt Martin, and I'm unsure what this one is in regards to. Mag D5, yes, it sets a very, very, very dangerous, I don't know, thing here, because now he's going to go in thinking he won it on the merits of the case. So honestly, I've seen this a gajillion times working at the jail. Sometimes the victim doesn't want to prosecute, doesn't want to help the prosecutor at all. And the prosecutor, while probably having enough evidence to go forward without the witness, doesn't think it's worth it to go forward. Steve, I wouldn't doubt that for a second. I wouldn't doubt that for a second. At the way we see Eric Martin act, I would not put it past him to threaten his sister or brother to dismiss this. So that was for the Kirk Martin one, yes. So he's talking to House counsel now in regards to the other one. So I guess we'll wait on that to see what's up with that one. Oh, good. His dysfunctional family members have charged him with domestic violence before. The prosecution declined to prosecute because the sister was deemed an unreliable witness. I think Judge Slavin is just like, we are a week away. We were a week away from jury trial. This has been going on since 2024. Oh, Greg gifted 5 memberships. Oh. Sit. Good boy. Greg, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Yeah, I just feel bad because his brother was like in the hospital and just got out and then had to deal with this. The Siberian rabid kitty being the worst. Yeah, man, I was sitting here waiting, like I have it on my schedule or on my calendar, his jury trial, but I guess if this one gets dismissed too, that's kind of out the window. I believe I got the video you sent me. I haven't got to watch it yet. That's the one, I believe it was the sovereign citizen deciding to switch to be normal. Huh. Script cat, yo. Yeah, he managed to get himself locked up for weeks on bond violations. And then here he is. And now we're just waiting for him to talk to House counsel, which is bothersome. 'Cause, 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 'c I just can't, like, with the brother possibly not being a reliable witness, I'm surprised they let it get this far. Like Judge Slavin said last time, hey, we're going to do this on the, what's today's date? The 20 or the 17th. We're going to have your last pretrial conference, your last settlement conference. And then a week later, we're going to have your jury trial. And like you guys said, he's been in jail for bond violations for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. And now they're just like, now we're going to dismiss the charges. It's a bit ridiculous. Oh, yeah, 1,000% Eric Martin's going to be back at some point. He doesn't know anything but how to be arrested. Yep, exactly. He's claiming his brother was lying all along. Now he's just going to say that this proves it. Oh, 1,000%. This is tragic for us. The court blueballed us. This is tragic for sovereign citizen watchers. This was a low-speed train wreck with an anticlimactic ending. Yes. The prosecutor blueballed us. Got us all excited for a jury trial and then dismissed the charges a week before. I'm just honestly waiting for BSBT to get caught and come back to Taylor to face his jury trial. So, like I said, in many cases that I've seen, yes, the prosecutor could probably go forward, but if the victim doesn't want to prosecute and doesn't want to help and doesn't want to be a witness, it's almost not really worth it unless his brother was left in a bloody heap outside of the hospital. If that happened, they might go through with it, but if they're not going to be helpful, then, or like they said, if the sister was already labeled an unreliable witness. Mark Stewart, I got under Zach's skin on GS Live. I was watching, and then I had stuff to do, so I hopped off. If you like anticlimactic soft state cases, try Roger Hilligus. Oh, God. Wasn't that the guy out of, not Las Vegas, but Nevada? I didn't even watch the end of that. Just to piss off the drama community and BSBT. I really want BSBT to face the trial. I really want BSBT to face is the one where he has to face his child asking him, Daddy, why did you choose meth instead of me? Fuck. What's up with Wrangler's case? Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. I believe he's still in jail. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's still in jail because if he wasn't in jail, I'm almost positive there would be more videos coming out of his channels. Okay, Hilligus was Reno. What happened with that case? Wasn't that, well, let me go back. There's been so many sovereign citizen cases. Was he the one that tried to kidnap his mom or something out of an old folks home? Or choosing frauditing over getting a job to support his kids. I could go on and on and on about how scummy BSBT is. And one day I might just do it. But yeah, he's such a scumbag. He's chosen frauditing and sovereign citizen bullshit over his family, over getting a job to support them so many times. It's disgusting. And just so you guys know, the volume is on half, but it's still muted for him. So Judge Slavin muted it. That ain't me. Oh. I would like to see most of these frauditors and sovereign citizens face their families. Their families are like, why did you ruin your own life in search of something you knew was bullshit? Oh, yes, there's a whole group of channels exclusively covering Wrangler. I'm pretty sure they'll let everyone know if something happens in the Wrangler case. Yeah, they'll let anybody know, but if you ask them, or if you ask anyone, they weren't the first people to body cam. How you doing? And I still haven't seen any more of that body cam like they said they were going to show. I still haven't seen any of that, so, looks like chalk that up for another thing they were fucking wrong about. Clout and a fix. Yeah, it's... You can only go so... Yeah, I think... Oh, God. That's what Hillegas did. Entered a NOLO plea after months of absconding and being in custody. They just need to... This is going to be odd because somebody that a bunch of you guys might not like said this literally today when I was watching his channel. I was watching... oh, God. Why am I... Asmongold. And he said, the only way to change people's behavior is with consequences. The only way to change these people's behavior is, he said, instead of using a scalpel, you use a hammer. And they said, no, that might be too violent. And somebody said with a gavel. Yes. The only way you do this is you literally throw the book at them in court. That's the only way to change their behavior. Yeah, I thought there was more video. Wait for it. There you go. I thought there was more video. That you didn't ask for the right video. Yeah, apparently we didn't ask for the right video. Even though I believe KTZ and myself put out the emails with the guy saying, yes, that's everything we have. We don't have dash cams. The other officer has 0 body cam. But apparently there's more video. Oh, I don't think they would lose or learn from a court loss. I think they would learn from going to jail for a substantial amount of time. Instead of like driving with no license, I believe that comes with a 90-day jail sentence or a fine. Don't ever give them the fine. Just give them the jail. I'm pretty sure if BSBT got 90 days in jail from the White Lake, what's it called? The White Lake driving on a expired license. Pretty sure he would have changed his ways because I don't think that little guy's going to make it too far in jail. Attorney Gazicki. Oh, Johnny Somali getting probably hammered in Korea. Last I checked, he has... Oh, God. So the way he was... Or the way it was explained to me through a few videos that I've watched is that... Oh, yeah, but he didn't... I don't think he was in jail for any of this shit. Like, any of this type stuff. Johnny Somali was in court facing 3 charges or 4 charges. For those of you who don't know who Johnny Somali is, he's like a frauditor on steroids. But instead of bothering people here, he goes to other countries to bother them. He was facing 3 or 4 charges, showed up to court hammered, or not hammered, hungover, in somebody else's suit like an hour or so late for court. And then I guess the night before a Tozy, that's where I watched it all. He actually flew to South Korea to cover it live with an attorney. I'm drawing a blank on what the attorney's channel is. But I guess he was getting hammered the night before his case at like 3 o'clock in the morning streaming and let slip that he's also facing another charge that they haven't given him yet. And he's still just carrying on. Don't care. Legal mind, I don't know exactly. I would have to go back and look because it was legal something. Is Gasicki the House Counsel? I believe so. Ah, yes. His new charge is for a deep fake where he showed a video of him kissing a Korean female streamer, and I get legal mindset. That's who it was. And I guess deep fakes and whatnot in South Korea are like a big no-no. But he doesn't care because he's Johnny Somali. Yeah, I did see Blandino try to get his fake passports back in the worst way possible. He's like, I'm going to send these to, oh God, who's the Secretary of State? Rubio? I'm going to get Rubio to make these real, so I need them back. And the prosecutor was like, sorry, I'm not going to do that because there's no kingdom of Israel. There hasn't been in like 100, 200 years, so I'm not going to give these back. Oh yeah, the real one tried to join Generally Specifics panel and then got booted. Yeah, Marco Rubio is not going to approve your BS passports that you've been using for 30 years fraudulently from a place that doesn't exist. $185 people here watching Judge Slavin's glorious mustache. $800 years. Yeah, my bad. 800 years. It's been a minute. Moral of the story. No, he's not muted. The person who got time served was the chick that was just on screen. She got like 1 day. Oh, Eric Martin. Oh, God, yeah. So far, Eric Martin, if you didn't catch the very beginning, he has 1 case dismissed, and he's currently talking to House Counsel about the other one. I got Judge Slavin to recuse himself because I knew the law more than he did. KTZ, so he does this for a reason. I forgot who it was. It might have been Colin. Romulio Salazar. Okay, let me talk about this again. Okay, so apparently he had, I believe it was like an old school Bible directly under him. I don't have a book to show you, but it was like basically chest level where his desk started. And I guess Shackelford told him to move it. And instead of moving it, and I respect this 1000%. It seems like he's just petty about it. So instead of moving it, he just tilted his camera up further. I hope I'm not muted. My microphone's red. Mark, do you want a brief summary of what's happened so far in the stream? That's been going on for 43 minutes. Jesus Christ. He got 1 case dismissed. Okay, you can hear me. Perfect. Okay. So he got this case right here dismissed a week before the jury trial, and now he's working on this case. He's talking to the House Counsel now. Unless ink signature contract proving that you are in their jurisdiction, then all cases should be dismissed. The fake BSBT is getting real good at sounding like real BSBT. Oh yeah, it's just nothing's happening, and I think with nothing's happening, he just mutes everything. Let's go back to this one. Oh, Gazicki's back. Yeah, see, we have the volume up. His cord is just muted. People versus Willis. Raymond K. Willis, 241397 SMSM. I don't think it is. The video muted? It's not muted. Here. Here's what we'll do. We'll stop sharing. Then we'll bring it back up. Come on. Here, let me... come on. I think Slavin just nuked my stream. Come on, Judge Slavin. I have faith. There you go. Can you guys kind of hear it now? Yeah, if I switch it back and forth between tabs, like I've been showing the docket, for some reason it just
Costco.
forgets the sound.
All right, now she's back out. Bibba versus McCaskill.
Good afternoon, now James Kazik on behalf of Ms. McCaskill. Complainant refuses to prosecute in this matter, so we're moving for a dismissal.
Case dismissed.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of your day, Bill.
Yeah, it's another.
Thank you.
That's another 1 o'clock they knocked out of off the docket. Okay.
Do I leave the room?
Good.
Yeah, you're good to go. Just
Okay,
let me-
thank you.
Now we're back to waiting. I'm looking at the docket, and I think they've already knocked out like 3 or 4 people that were set for 1 o'clock. Close, BSBT, but no. So close.
Hello.
Judge, hey, show Judge Slavin some respect. What is her name? Oh, that was like the first one on the docket.
Judge, can I
She has
have
2
a breakout
cases as
room
well.
with Mr. Pruitt?
She has some X case number, which weird one. Hey, it's 1 o'clock somewhere. I can drink. Yeah, it's not exactly the best angle. I understand him not wanting to move the Bible, but I'll drive up to Taylor and just get some lighting for him, get a nice camera angle, get him a nice background, get him a fish tank, normal shit. True. You think Judge Slavin is beyond any sense of vanity? I agree.
We got
Costa.
Yes, all right. We'll let the prosecutor know you're here. Okay, that's just it, wherever you want.
Damn, that was quick. The person from Macy's is already in court. Costa. Donald James Costa is supposed to be there at 1:30. Scheduled for probable cause conference. Burma has an odd time zone.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so Tiffany and Chris, or a combination of the two, have court tomorrow. I did know this because I thought it was on the same day Eric Martin had this. HJ, I could not help you even if I wanted to. I wouldn't even know where to go about getting that information. Jesus, fake BSPT coming in hot for Tiffany.
Although, who's the prosecutor in your case?
This is so.
Oh, Ryder is smarter than Eric Martin. Just a tiny bit. Just the smallest amount. He went into his last court hearing thinking he was going to get everything dismissed and he was going to walk out. And then sure as shit, he was told, don't contact your witness or your victim. Don't talk about your victim. Stop being an idiot. And then he was so scared of generally specific, he made his 70 or 80-year-old attorney walk him out to the car. Yeah, Smitty, real BSBT doesn't show up here anymore. He shows up, gets roasted, and then shows his belly and leaves. I just don't understand what's taking so long for Eric Martin to talk to House counsel.
Heidi ho, Miss Soap, how are you today?
Tony Brown, if you got them arrested, where's the video? You didn't send it to me. Hey, if you guys manage to see or get a sovereign citizen or frauditor arrested, make sure you record it and send me the footage. I would love to put it on the page. Yeah, I wanted him so badly to just, the way he introduced himself was exactly what I wanted. I'm the living man. I'm not this all caps fiction. And I'm like, yes, here we go, Eric Martin. Lay it on thick. And then they just dismissed it. And I'm just like, lame. Nothing's going on with the sound. I have my sound almost all the way up. If nothing's going on or if it's an in-person matter, I believe he mutes the live stream. It's taking so long for Eric Martin because they're explaining the Constitution to him. Oh, I think if Chris goes to jail, Tiffany will be the first person on the bus out of town. BSBT says he has a leprechaun that's going to lick his shillelagh for St. Patty's Day later today. Did you have to pay for said leprechaun? Was said leprechaun by chance working the street corner or behind a dumpster at Wendy's? Come on, KFAR. Eric Martin is discussing his fee schedule with the court. We're talking big money. Yeah, this is all. It's going. Okay, so I've gotten this question a few times. Personally, I have only seen 2 sovereign citizens. Where I worked, we got more Moors than sovereign citizens. And at the time, my beard was a little longer, my hair was a little longer, I was a little tanner. So I was Arabic passing because one of my partners was Arabic. So they didn't shoot all their racism at me. They would always shoot it at the white girls I worked with. So I would just sit there with the door cracked, just laughing hysterically at some of the dumb shit that they had to say. That's what that was, Colin. I was going to make a comment about that because I saw it. Oh, God. That's hilarious. I saw him go like this. That's fucking hilarious. Oh, I see. I don't like showing people's videos the day of dropping it because if he dropped it an hour ago. So if you guys don't know, YouTube, you get a majority of your views in like the first few hours and then just kind of tails off into nothing. Oh, you know what? I will go look at it though. Because if it's on the same guy he just did it on, that would be hilarious. Oh, he dropped it a minute ago. Gregory, so what we're working with is he got his first case dismissed. Okay, let me walk that back. He didn't do a goddamn thing. The first case was dismissed, and they're like, oh, please, we'll accept that. And then he went to go talk to his house counsel about, or the house counsel, about his second case that was for today. Oh, you know what? I already did that one. The Van Balian. He's showing the grappler case again.
Hang on 1 second. When your case gets called, you'll know it's your case, okay? So hang on, because we're conducting court.
Yeah, he's showing that more that where they use the grappler. Yeah, he's muted on the court side. So the Van Balian one was the case that I showed the other day. Van Balian had originally shown the footage from the news article of them actually deploying the grappler, and then the body cam came out of the rest of it. I showed the rest of it, and then through the article footage in the middle instead of the chase from the body cam. It seems like he's doing the whole body cam now. Internet God, does Gazicki, are you talking about Gazicki at the bottom? Does he represent every sovereign citizen in the state? To my knowledge, he's had to talk to BSBT and he's had to talk to Eric Martin, but because they both keep showing up in the same court, it does seem like that. But yeah, he's volume's on. He's just muted on the court side. We had another sovereign citizen in town. He lasted about 30 days. Judge made him get legal before releasing his vehicle. He is now legal. And again, it's really that easy. If judges just nip this in the bud the first case, everything would be fine. But these prosecutors just don't seem to care or don't seem to take any of these people serious. Why are so many of these cases from Michigan? Because there's so many sovereign citizens in Michigan. Or actually, let me walk that back. There might not be a lot of sovereign citizens in Michigan, but the few that are keep coming back to court. And because they like to drag things out, there's a bunch of cases. Yep, that's what I said, Colin. I said normally if it's in person, he mutes it. I was kind of curious about the chick. I don't know if you've been watching the whole time. There was a lady from Macy's who was tried to zoom in as a witness, and he's like, "Oh, you have to be in court." And she's like, "Oh, I'm not dressed for court." And he's like, "I don't care. As long as you're wearing clothes, you're not doing crazy stuff, I don't care." And then she literally showed up to court 4 minutes later. Oh, and also why it looks like so many cases are from Michigan is because Michigan does a bunch of stuff online or on YouTube. So these are the cases that normal like court channels or sovereign citizen people put out. Yeah. As I was talking, you asked the exact question I was answering, because Michigan still does everything on YouTube through Zoom, and some states have stopped or never started. So these are the ones that everybody puts out. Do you remember Nathan Ball, the soft set that lives in the shack? Are you talking about Rebel Studio 2? Of course, I remember him. He threatened to have a shootout with the cops if they stopped him from going. I can check. But last I looked in on him, he was still just saying crazy shit in his unfinished shack. I think every state should put all of their court stuff online and leave it there. Not delete it every day, but just leave it
People
there.
versus Donald Costa.
Donald Costa was 130 docket.
Oh, she just texted me. I think she's good.
People versus Michael Pruitt.
That's Miss Figueroa. She's coming in right now.
Alrighty.
Oh, she's coming into the forum.
Solid
People
shaved eyebrow, dude.
versus-
Want Eric Martin.
Let's see. Giovanna Jones.
Ready, Your Honor?
Yep, I'm here.
All right. Ms. Jones, it looks like the
that's-
misdemeanor charge has been dismissed,
Mm-hmm.
and you would be pleading responsible to the amended charge of impeding traffic, which is no point civil infraction. As to that civil infraction of impeding traffic, how do you plead, responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
That's $165. You have 30 days to pay, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All righty, and the misdemeanor is dismissed. You're good to go.
I think
All
this
right,
kind
sounds
of
good.
Erica's here. Yeah, this is kind of
Mr.
gross and annoying.
People
to me
versus
because-
Pruitt.
Good morning, Your Honor, or good afternoon, Your Honor. Alyssa Segura with the Neighborhood Defender Service, P86432, appearing on behalf of Michael Pruitt. Mr. Pruitt, please state your name for the record.
Michael Pruitt.
All right, today was the date and time set for a probable cause conference, and you had the opportunity to speak with the prosecutor. Is that correct?
Yes.
Sorry, Judge, my internet cut out. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can now. Yep.
Had to move positions. Okay.
Sure. Mr. Segura, if you need to, you can also cut the video feed because it'll take less bandwidth up.
Okay.
And then we can hear you. No, I'm just saying. We need
Good to know. Thank you.
All righty. But this is People versus Pruitt. You had the opportunity to speak with the prosecutor.
I did, Your Honor, and the people have extended an offer to Mr. Pruitt. They're offering to reduce the count 1 to improper transport of a firearm in a motor vehicle. I believe the only special condition for that would be they're requesting forfeiture of the firearm.
All righty. And does your client wish to take advantage of that offer?
He does, Your Honor. I have went over the offer with him and the understanding of what all that entails, and he would like to accept the offer at this time.
All right, sir. Mr. Pruitt, could you state your name for the record, please?
Michael Pruitt.
Did you hear, understand, and agree to all the terms and conditions that Ms. Segura, your attorney, just stated?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you had the opportunity to speak with her about the facts of your case and about your constitutional rights, is that correct?
Yes.
Do you understand all of your constitutional rights as she explained them to you?
Yep.
Do you have any question about any of your constitutional rights this afternoon?
No.
You understand that you would have to knowingly and voluntarily, that means you pick, you choose, nobody promised you anything, nobody's threatened you in any way. You would have to knowingly and voluntarily waive those constitutional rights in order to take advantage of the plea agreement, because there would be no trial. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that what you're choosing to do today?
Yeah.
You understand that the new charge, which would be a violation of Michigan Compiled Law 750.227, that would be improper transport of the firearm. That's a misdemeanor. You understand that?
Yeah.
And that's punishable by 93 days in jail and up to $500 of fines. You understand that?
Mm-hmm.
It all is I guess.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
Not a problem. It's recording everything, and sometimes I just want to make sure. You understand that does require mandatory forfeiture of the firearm. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Then as to that charge, how do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
So we're going to take you back to February the 26th, 25. Were you in the city of Taylor on that day?
Yes, I was.
And did you have with you your firearm?
I did.
And did you do things to improperly transport that firearm?
Yes.
Mr. Segura, I found there's a factual basis for accepting the plea. Do you concur?
I do, Your Honor.
All right. So it's going to be fine of $50, court cost of $25, state assessment of 50, victims' rights assessment of 75. And I'm going to put you on a payment plan for $50 a month. First payment will start the 15th, actually the 18th of April, and we're going to mail that out to you, okay?
All right.
All right. Have a good rest of your day, sir.
All right, you too. Have a good one.
All right, yeah. People versus Costa.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Alyssa Segura with the Neighborhood Defender Service, P86432, appearing on behalf of Donald Costa. Mr. Costa, will you please unmute your device and state your name for the record?
There we go, with Donald Costa.
All righty. Mr. Garrett, today was the date and time set for a probable cause conference in this situation. Did you have the opportunity to speak with the prosecuting attorney?
I did, Your Honor, and there was an offer extended to us. However, I have yet to receive the digital discovery in this case, and I want to be sure that I review that prior to Mr. Costa accepting any offer. So we are just asking to adjourn the PCC 1 week to allow us time to review that. And then if Mr. Costa decides then at that point to accept the offer, the prosecutor's office has agreed to allow that offer to remain open until that date.
All right, so we're going to set this for the 24th. At 1:30, we'll see you then.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Judge.
Costa
Well,
looks
you have
like
the
a
rest of your day.
catfish with the little
People versus
feelers.
Joshua Baez.
Oh, I thought he was going to say Joshua Lanto, and I'm like, oh, he snuck one in on us.
Joshua Baez.
Here, but the defendant is not. It's
Sure.
Ms. Castell, she's a prosecutor too.
And I wonder if she talked to us.
Let's see here. So I don't know what Mike knows so far, but let me mute this a little bit. So his first case got dismissed. He was facing 2 cases today. One got dismissed, and he went to a breakout room with the House counsel for the second one and hasn't come back yet, I don't think. If I don't think Eric Martin's done. If I thought Eric Martin was done, I'd have shut this thing down 45 minutes ago. Yeah, the one got dismissed really early.
Good afternoon, Judge. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Good afternoon. Your client, have you had the opportunity to speak with the prosecutor on the Baez matter?
I have, Judge, yes.
Okay. And would you like to waive his appearance today at this probable cause conference?
Your Honor, yeah, my understanding is that he is still in custody awaiting tether. And I'm trying to see and make sure that I have this information correct. But I believe that he was given a
25,000 personal, yeah, so.
okay, and so I think he's still in custody, and I don't know why he's still in custody since the last time that he was given a personal bond.
Yeah, I'm not.
Crystal did check Vine Link and he didn't come up as being in custody.
So we checked VineLink and he didn't come up as being in custody. So.
I spoke with his dad. According to his dad, he's still there. I can check, Judge, with the jail just to make sure. And then, but I guess if something comes up, I can bring it up to the court's attention.
Sure. So here's the thing is, with regard to the probable cause conference, do you have a little discovery that you need?
I believe I do, Judge.
And we have it set for the exam on the 24th here in person at the courthouse.
Yes, Your Honor. And it's my understanding it's going to be at 2 p.m.
That is correct.
Okay. Yes,
All right.
that,
And then you have his contact information.
All right.
So
So
if he
just to
fails
talk about
appear
this
24th,
briefly.
then, we'll proceed accordingly.
well, again, Judge, I'm gonna double check and make sure that he's not in custody. The information that I'm receiving is
Sure.
that he's still waiting on a tether, so maybe try and contact the jail. I don't know, because I know that if he is in custody, then maybe he needs to be written out.
Right.
And then I'll also double check with with the jail as well.
Very good.
Okay,
We'll see you on the
get it a
20th.
little bit more so I don't have to
Right.
listen to
Thank
them.
you, Your Honor.
So it seems like him, his brother, and his sister have lived in their parents' house their entire lives. And to my knowledge, both of the parents are deceased, but they never switched anything over into the kids' names. So they're currently all living there. And Eric Martin's mad because they want him to move on and like leave, and he just won't. Oliver or Adam. Oh, thanks, Judge Slavin. You took that off, but I still got the last name. Oh, nope, that one's not on the docket at all. So that's exciting. But yeah, it seems like his brother and sister and him have lived in the exact same house forever. And it's probably gotten to the point where his brother and sister don't want his nonsense in the house anymore, but because it's technically not in anyone's name, they really kick him out, even if it's like a 2-on-1 type situation. And just so everybody knows, that is the fake broken system, broken trust, but the fake broken trust is really, really good at sounding exactly like the real broken system, broken trust. Eric Martin said it during his traffic stop that he was jailed for like minor things for that long, which I don't believe, but yeah, I couldn't imagine living with my siblings at my parents' house after doing a prison stint of like 20 years and being a sovereign citizen, or them being sovereign citizens. I couldn't deal with that. Bernard Smoot
Mr.
was on the
Smoot,
docket.
you have you retained an Attorney Jones, correct? Mr. Smoot?
Mr. Smoot just said, nah, I'm good.
Mr. Smoot?
Yes.
This is Judge Slavin. You retained Attorney Jones, correct?
Yes, sir.
You want to give Attorney Jones a call?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Eric, that's the part that kills me. They made it very clear that he can't go back to the house. He got thrown in jail. And then they dismiss it a week before the jury trial. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why waste everyone's time if you could have dismissed it 3 seconds into all of this? Oh, he did 10 years for larceny from a vehicle, then 15 years for perjury. He filled out his terms because he was a naughty boy in prison. You're so old, dude. The fake BSBT has more brains than the real one, 1000%. Yeah, no joke. The real BSBT is claiming that he is untouchable, even though he has a warrant.
Wyndham Phil here.
My dog is awesome.
So, Mr. Olivares, you're good to go. We'll tell you when the next court date is.
Thank you.
I don't want them to like necessarily put it on blast, but I wish on the docket it would say what the current charges are. Stop. Okay. We're getting more information come across the old news desk.
Susan Tremonte.
So apparently Eric Martin's original vehicle confiscation happened in Kansas because he appeared with a female judge there.
Susan Tremonte. Seriously, I was Susan Tremonte. You pulled them out. I'm telling you.
I wish I could go kick it with Judge Slavin and just talk about sovereign citizens. I wouldn't say that he's my sworn arch nemesis, but he did dox my kid's school, doxed my house, put a MapQuest version of like Google Maps from the airport to my front door, came to my house to try to intimidate me, and then remembered he was 5'3" and his fat one-armed friend was so scared he wouldn't get out of his car. I don't know.
Tremonte, which case are you here on?
He's up there.
Tyler Banks. Competency hearing.
Thanks. Alrighty. Are you here from Muad's office?
I'm here from the Forensic Center.
Okay. Very good. I apologize. I was talking to you, and then you were whisked away before I could finish my conversation.
That's okay.
Alrighty. Is Attorney Muad here? Oh, that matter.
That I know of, yeah.
Just waiting on the attorney.
Sure.
Okay,
That's
so
scheduled for 2:30. I'm gonna put you in the waiting room for
her name's Susan
Mr.
Tremonte.
Fanto, which case do you have ready?
And
Judge, I'm waiting on the prosecutor. I have Mr. Martin on one of his cases, 1 o'clock settlement conference. I can tell the victim has not appeared.
All right,
I'm just
have you
I'd
talked
like
with
to even
Miss?
find her.
Have you talked with Miss So?
I have twice, and she was going to check to see if the complainant was in the building, and now I can't even find Miss Soap on Zoom.
I just asked her to come to the main session.
So Eric Martin's still waiting.
Miss So?
But no, so she was Susan Tremonte there on the
Yes, Your
Tyler
Honor.
Bangs. He has 2 cases as well.
On the
Or no,
Eric
1
Martin matter, is the victim here? Is she ready to go?
The sister, she is not. I've tried to make contact with her. She's not answering the phone. Victim advocate tried to contact her, did not respond. A notice was sent to her to be present. This was a settlement conference with complaining witness to appear. If she's not here, I cannot move forward.
All right, let me get Mr. Martin to the main session. Mr.
Okay.
Fanto.
So now I'm
Good
curious.
afternoon, Your Honor. Jeffrey Fanto on behalf of Mr. Martin. Day's time and date set for settlement conference. Mr. Martin is present, as Ms. Sobes indicated. Complainant is not, and they've had no contact. I would move to dismiss this matter. It is scheduled for trial on the 28th.
And Ms. Sobe, you've done everything you could to have
I
this,
have.
to have the victim here today?
I have, Your Honor.
All right, motion to dismiss granted.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thanks, Ms. Sobes. Mr. Martin, you're all set.
He dipped out with a quickness.
Thank
All right,
you.
guys. So that's it. That's it. Let me clear that and clear that because that's it. I'm getting out of here. That's uber disappointing, but I guess that's what it is. Yeah, the sisters wasn't dismissed yet. The brothers was dismissed 3 seconds in. I'm honestly curious. Somebody said send a deputy. Let me see. Yeah, Captain Clown says send a deputy. I would send a deputy. So you mean the day that both victims have to be in court and neither one of them showed up? That's weird. Oh, you mean you called the sister and called the sister and called the sister and sent the sister a letter saying that she should be here on this day and she wasn't here? I would probably send the police to the house. He cut their internet. I think I'm not going to say that. I don't want to say Eric Martin did anything. But if you're facing 2 domestic cases, you've already done 20 years in jail. You're going to get kicked out of your house. Your sovereign citizenship already gotten proved that it didn't work. Oh, at minimum, need coffee. At minimum, I would say he threatened them. At minimum. Yeah, Deborah, I think his sister may have already. That's kind of what I was hinting at. Both of your victims for a domestic case that would have basically cost you what's left of your life didn't show up for court. Yeah. Oh, welfare check for sure. Shit, I might call and be like, hey, I'm going to need a welfare check on Kirk Martin and his sister at their address. They had court today and never showed up. But he's going to take this as a win. He's going to take it as, oh, I knew they didn't have jurisdiction over me. After he just listened to the prosecutor say, yeah, the victim didn't show up, therefore I can't move forward because of that reason alone. I'm just curious. I don't know if you guys want to put it in the chat because I know we're winding down here. Do you think if he was kept in jail until today, do you think his sister and brother would have shown up to court? Because I personally think they would have. But, yeah. Tis what it is. All right, guys. I'm out of here. This was a sad day for the justice system. My lips are out of sync. Not shocked. But yeah, that's it. If anything happens more with Eric Martin, I will let you guys know. Have a good rest of your Monday. Peace. Especially if they, yeah, exactly, need coffee. They both live together. Bye, everyone.